This is Henos Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. Now let's get on to it, man. We have to look at the Los Angeles Lakers and we have to look at the Portland Trailblazers. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Henos Sport was rolling out the red carpet, explaining to you guys in previous videos about Tim Donaghy. Do your research on that. Henos Sport was rolling out the red carpet and told you that Nike and NBA have merge together, and they have to ensure that LeBron James does not lose. And what has happened? This man had a cockamamie 18 free throws in la controversy order in the second half. How did it happen? The things that make you say la The things that make you say la See, this is what you guys have to understand in its most visceral form of cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. You have to look at the underlying undercurrents that's associated with the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is their goose. He's their golden geese. There's no way he's going to lose to Portland Trailblazers. Wrap that around you guys' brains. And you guys know there's not been a more ardent critic of LeBron James than Henos Sport. Not Skip Bayless, you can name it. Not Rob Parker, you can name it. There's nobody that has brought LeBron James down to his truest and his most properest levels like Henos Sport, bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. And keeping the foot on the what? On the next. And keeping the foot on the what? On the next. This is what I do, man. I bring you that heat and that fire, and I keep the damn foot on the proverbial necks. But in this instance, I have to call a spade a spade. I have to keep it real. I got to keep it a buck, and I got to keep it 100. I have to look at LeBron James, and I have to peel the layers of the damn onion. And when I do this, what I see is a guy that's an ultimate puppet that's being used by NBA, Nike, and the media to push an agenda. They can't have this guy just have an abysmal 3 for 9, 33.3% NBA Finals average in performance. They can't justify that. Remember, all of them have to recoup their investment of $90 million that this guy was given before he dribbled a basketball. What's not cold-hearted about that? What's not unadulterated about that? What is not the cutthroat truth-telling fashion that's associated behind that? LeBron James has been birthed $90 million. Michael Jordan talked about this on the Oprah Winfrey Show. When Jordan was talking about, okay, hold on for a second. This guy got $90 million contracts. But Jordan didn't say it that direct. He was indirect, but he said guys are getting, exorbitant NBA contracts and endorsement deals, and they haven't done anything to deserve it. That was a direct shot at LeBron James, even though he was doing the indirect, passive-aggressive style of approach on how to explain something. He was talking about LeBron, but he was also opening the layers of the damn onion for people to pay attention to what MJ was trying to say there. And what MJ was peeling out of the layers of the damn onion was, this guy right here hasn't done anything. It wasn't like my era where I had to do everything that I had to do. And it made MJ feel some type of way because MJ had to work for his. But MJ was also putting that out there because MJ understands the inner workings of the NBA. And he knew that with them investing this kind of money in this guy, he cannot ultimately become a failure. Let me say it again. He could not ultimately become a failure. He had to marginalize and get some kind of success. But NBA Nike is not satisfied with this success. How can they justify $90 million investment of them seeing a guy that's an abysmal 33.3% NBA Finals averager and performer? They can't justify that. 3 for 9 NBA Finals average? No! Not so lame. They can't justify that. They need this guy to at least be 4 for 10, which is atrocious in of itself. 40% is still 10% away from the upper echelon of the pantheon of greatness, which is a 50% or higher threshold of NBA Finals average. Remember, there's the upper echelon of the pantheon of greatness. Those that average a 50 percentile or higher of NBA Finals average. Then you have the mid-level. Mid-level are those that average between 40 and 50%. And then you have the lower level, which is what LeBron is, 33.3%. Anybody that averages south of 40%. You think NBA, you think the Nike's gonna justify that? Come on, y'all. Y'all have to see the cold-hearted. Y'all have to see the unadulterated. And y'all have to see the cutthroat truth-teller fashion that's associated behind this. LeBron can't lose, man. Not to no damn Portland Trailblazers. It's not going to sell. So at this point, it's about putting your hatred for LeBron to the side. Because I don't hate LeBron. I'm a truth teller. And how can I govern myself as the ultimate truth teller on YouTube and tell you guys false lies? Why would I do that? Why would I pick the Portland Trailblazers because I want to see LeBron fail? That doesn't make any sense. I have to tell you guys what is going to happen in its most common sense fashion. And when we look at the Los Angeles Lakers and we look at the Portland Trailblazers, just look at the names of the teams. That alone tells you who's going to win and who's going to lose. What is not cold-hearted about that? What is not unadulterated about that? And what is not the cutthroat truth-teller fashion that's associated behind that? The NBA and Nike want a Lakers versus a Clippers NBA Western Conference. That is what's going to sell. I'm already telling you guys what this Western Conference Finals is going to look like. No other team in the West makes sense. What makes sense is the Lakers versus the Clippers. Do you understand the level of TV ship, of viewership that you're going to get out of this? You have a Lakers versus a Clippers. Do you understand the rivalry of that? LAR way versus Lakers Nation. Come on, y'all. LAR way versus purple and gold. Think about that. Formerly known as Lob City versus the Los Angeles Lakers, Tinseltown. I mean, come on. This is LA, all in the same building, all in the same stadium. Do you understand how they could profit off of this? They don't have to, they can stay all in the same venue. Obviously, it's going to be in Orlando, but they're going to make Orlando feel like it's damn near Tinseltown. Let me say it again. They're going to make Orlando feel like it's Tinseltown. They can market this in a way that they couldn't market a freaking Dallas Mavericks. Things that make you say, a freaking Portland Trailblazers. Things that make you say, See, there's what we see that's on the surface, that's artificial. And then there's what's real, man. These are the inner workings of the NBA. And every time He Knows the Sport is telling you guys this stuff and is operating in a three-dimensional plane, shooting down to the one-dimensional plane to showcase this to you guys are not paying attention or listening. And then when you finally get the memo, you always late to the fucking party. I don't know why you guys choose. I don't know if it's a choosing to do that. I don't know if it's a brain full of mushing and a brainwashing, thereby becoming a dodo head to the maximum that's allowing you to be this way. I don't freaking know. But you got to stop being late to the damn party. There's no way the Portland Trailblazers are beating the Lakers because it's not sexy. It doesn't drive revenue to the league. And with a COVID-19 situation, see, I'm going to make you guys say, you know what? He Knows the Sport had to really make me see this picture very clearly so I can get it. This COVID-19 year, you really think with the money that the NBA has already lost, they're going to want Portland Trailblazers? Come on, y'all. Think. Use your brain for a second. The Lakers are winning this series. By the hook or damn the crook. Let me say it again. By the hook or damn the crook. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. This is an NBA restart, reboot nonsense. This is an NBA bubble fiasco, prisoner of the moment fiasco nonsense. So because it's a fraudulent, fluky, on-the-spot NBA title, because it's a least path of resistance NBA title, they need to justify this cockamamie nonsense in ensuring that the greatest of all trolls delivers them that fourth ring. That's the way to look at it, y'all. You can't look at it. That's how it is, and there's just no two ways around that. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.